Right now, the Delta variant surging in Rock County, how hospitals and emergency responders are still preparing for the worst. Plus, we'll see off and on thunderstorms this weekend. Gary is tracking our chances for severe weather. And later, as the U.S. hits a vaccination milestone, hear from one dad who wishes he had gotten the shot before he got COVID. That's all coming up on News 3 Now at 10. And we'll get to our COVID headlines in just a moment, including new guidance from the state for the classroom. But there are alert days in the forecast for severe thunderstorms this weekend. Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti, following it all, joins us with your certified most accurate forecast, Gary.
Yeah, Eric, we have a severe thunderstorm warning right now for much of central and southeastern Dane County. That warning in effect until 10:15. Let me just call it up here for you, and you can see the area that's affected. Basically, it's south of the city of Madison, east of Fitchburg, and through the Oregon and Stoughton area. The storm possibly producing large hail around Oregon, moving to the south and southeast very slowly at about 10 to 15 miles per hour. Hail zone or hail tracker shows the potential for hail up to the size of nickels to quarters right around Oregon. And hail zone, the forecast over the next 30 minutes shows the potential for hail shifting along and east of Highway 14 and also into the Stoughton area. As we put the radar into motion, you can see how these storms have built back toward the west. And now they're drifting toward the south or even a little bit of south and west. So now just into the Verona area. But you can see how isolated that storm is. The rest of southern Wisconsin right now free of precipitation, and a wider view shows that nothing is going on to the north and west, but there is the potential at least for some severe weather as we head into tomorrow and Sunday. And there also is a flood advisory in effect until 11 p.m. for much of central and southern Jefferson County and northeastern portions of Rock County for the possibility for some flooding because of heavy rain. Now, as we take a look at high temperatures for today, here in Madison, we were in the mid-80s, much of southern Wisconsin pretty warm and humid. Right now, we're in the lower 70s and upper 60s where it has been raining, but notice those dew points, mid to upper 60s to the lower 70s. By tomorrow morning, we'll be down to about 66, high tomorrow of 82. There'll be some thunderstorm chances, but not a continuous rain. However, severe weather is also in the forecast. I'll talk a little bit more about that and when we can expect it in just a few minutes.
Gary, thank you. New COVID cases surging across the country, including right here in Wisconsin. 7-day average for new infections now higher than 1,000 for the first time since early February. And the 1,021 new cases reported over the past day, 78 more than the same day a year ago. The 7-day average for deaths in the state is 1. Emergency officials in Rock County say they are prepared for the worst when it comes to another possible surge of COVID. Active cases there have quintupled in the last month. Adam Duxter explains how this has put a purchase made in 2020 back into the spotlight. Adam.
Well, last month, for the first time, there was not a single COVID hospitalization in Rock County, leaving some questioning whether emergency officials there had over-prepared. But now numbers are going back in the other direction, and there's no telling what this fall and winter might have in store.
Once again,
it will move northward.
Kathy Glenn and the team at SSM Health in Janesville are preparing for a COVID surge.
The Delta variant is so contagious, you know, the probability of getting it is really quite high. And I don't know how we will not see admissions with sicker patients with COVID.
With the latest mutation of the virus spreading throughout Rock County, active cases have risen from 54 to 289 in the last month. And like Glenn,
there's still a really good opportunity for this variant to really take hold in our population.
Janesville Fire Chief Ernie Rhodes is prepared. Towards the start of the pandemic, he advised the city to purchase 2 hospital overflow tents, totaling $600,000. And while some have criticized the decision, Rhodes says the fight still isn't over.
If you think you need something, you better get it, because once it's obvious, it's too late.
But with half the county vaccinated, could a surge this fall possibly be as bad as the one hospitals dealt with last year?
Absolutely, that's definitely a possibility, again, because that Delta variant is so much more contagious than the original COVID that started a year ago.
Rhodes says ultimately the preparation could pay off.
You know, is everybody tired of it? Sure are, but hey, folks, it's a reality, so you got to meet it head on, and we do, and we're going to.
Those 2 overflow tents are currently in storage in Janesville, but could theoretically help assist Janesville's hospitals if needed. Rhodes says, well, they did come with that $600,000 price tag. Federal government covered that price through an emergency assistance program.
Adam, thank you. A big vaccination milestone today in the U.S. The White House says 50% of all Americans are now fully vaccinated, and vaccinations have ramped up in recent weeks, prompted by concerns over the Delta variant and requirements in both the public and private sectors. We are just shy of half of all people here in Wisconsin, right now at 49.6%. A Virginia father battling COVID-19 is making a plea to everyone to get vaccinated tonight. The 43-year-old father of 7 put off getting the shot and now regrets that decision. He's been sharing viral videos on Facebook chronicling his situation. Listen here for what he had to say to his daughter.
Well, please evaluate your situation and get vaccinated for others as well. I love her so much. I'm so proud of her. And I truly believe in the bottom of my heart, she's a greater person than I could ever be. And I love you, Madison. Grace.
Campbell says he had a mild case of COVID last year, assumed he had the antibodies he needed to ward off a future infection. There's a chance for you to get a vaccine tomorrow morning. Columbia County, the county's public health department, hosting a free clinic. It's at the Fall River Chamber of Commerce Farmers Market. That clinic runs from 8 until 3 at the Savannah Oaks Community Center. Anyone at least 18 is eligible for a shot. United Airlines, the next major company to require its employees to get vaccinated. The company says workers who refuse to show proof of vaccination will be fired. Employees have until late October to get their shots. United has more than 85,000 workers all around the world. The State Department of Health updating its guidelines for preventing the spread of COVID in the classroom. A main part of the new recommendation is getting eligible kids ages 12 and up vaccinated. DHS also launching its testing toolkit program. More than 300 districts have already signed up. Masks are not required in schools, but DHS and the state superintendent are recommending them. The guidance very different in some states, like Texas. School districts there will not be required to do contact tracing if students do contract COVID-19, and they cannot implement any mask mandates. The state's education agency says parents are also not required to keep their kids home from school, even if they test positive for the virus. A mixed week on Wall Street, ending with record highs for the Dow and S&P 500. The Nasdaq, the odd man out today, finishing down 59 points. And today's record-setting day was powered by a strong jobs report. The U.S. adding 943,000 jobs in July. That is the biggest gain since August of last year. It beat economists' expectations by more than 70,000. The student loan payment freeze will end in January. The Biden administration extended it today, saying there's more work to do in the economic recovery from the pandemic. The freeze was set to expire September 30th after a 19-month suspension. The pause on payments and the interest waiver are automatic, but only apply to federally held loans. The DOJ fighting for the CDC's eviction moratorium. The Department of Justice filed its defense before a U.S. district court today. Landlords are suing to end the new eviction ban. They argue it's the same ban the Supreme Court recently upheld, which expired last weekend. The DOJ says the new moratorium is more targeted, but it still covers 90% of the U.S. population. It is set to expire on October 3rd. Next tonight, a woman accused of murdering her grandmother one step closer to trial tonight. Elizabeth Durkee waived her preliminary hearing this morning. She is charged with murder and also arson after setting a Fort Atkinson home on fire with the body inside. She told police her grandmother had asked her to help her die. A former Wisconsin juvenile court judge will plead guilty to federal child pornography charges. Court records show former Milwaukee County Judge Brett Blumey has reached an agreement with prosecutors. Blumey will plead guilty to 2 federal counts of distributing child pornography. Each count carries a minimum sentence of 5 years in prison. The state Supreme Court suspended Blumey after he was charged back in March. The Chamberlain Rock has a new home tonight. The 70-ton boulder moved from Observatory Hill on the UW-Madison campus this morning. It will now sit on university-owned land southeast of the city of Madison near Lake Kaganza. The rock had been atop the hill for 96 years, but a push last summer, the Black Student Union and other campus groups pressured leadership to help remove what some feel is a source of pain and racism before renaming it after a former campus president. People used to refer to the rock by a racial slur. Today's move cost the university $50,000. And we were there at 6:30 this morning when crews started to move the boulder. You can find that video, also hear from Black UW student leaders on what they would like to see the university do next by downloading our Channel 3000 News 3 Now app. It has been 1 year since Dane County Deputy Rick Treadwell died from COVID-19. And today, a national group called Beyond the Call of Duty visited Dane County to honor him. Our photojournalist Brian Mesmer was there for the end of watch ride.
This is a very special moment for the Treadwell family, as well as the Sheriff's Office, but also for our community as a whole. Rick Treadwell represented everything that's great in this world. He was a great man of faith. He was a great father. He was a great husband. He was a great community member. He was a great deputy sheriff, and he was a fantastic trainer here at the Sheriff's Office. And his legacy and his lasting impression on our profession and our Sheriff's Office will last forever. We all are hurting. He's gone, but he's not forgotten. But it still hurts. It hurts all of us.
Had some close friends that died in the line of duty, and just wanted to do something to give back. And we ride for them, we ride for the families, we ride for the departments. And I wanted the survivors to know that we were not going to forget their loved ones. We were going to keep on honoring them, keep on talking about them, keep on revisiting who they were, and allow that momentum and memory to go amongst all the survivors. They all have a God-given name. It's not a number, it's not a badge number. God allowed one color, and that's red. We all bleed red. There's no other color.
He was actually my recruiter. He recruited me from Dallas, Texas, and recruited me and told me that I was going to be the next sheriff. He told me that in 2009, and he was my trainer, and he set the foundation for the success that I built upon today. So that means the world to me, and that's why this is such a special moment. Deputy Treadwell was a great person, a great human being that happened to be a deputy sheriff.
Treadwell was assigned to the training center and was a deputy with the Dane County Sheriff's Office for nearly 25 years. Well, it's almost half the size of Rhode Island. Next at 10, see just how big the Dixie wildfire is getting and the path of destruction it's leaving behind.
A nursing home promises to care for our parents as cherished loved ones. But if your parents have been injured in a nursing home, we can help. Habish, Habish, and Rotier. We fight for what's right.
Reynolds Wrap makes it easy to cook and clean up meals in no time. So I didn't miss all the fun stuff.
Easy prep, cook, and clean with Reynolds Wrap.
Why O-Cedar? Because when I get home, we like to play crocodile on the floor. O-Cedar Easy Ring removes over 99% of bacteria, even with just water. Easy and truly clean floors. O-Cedar, it feels great to feel at home.
Is your credit score getting in the way of the things you want to do? Personal loans through NetCredit offer fast and flexible lending. Borrow up to $10,000 and choose repayment terms that work for you. You may even be able to build your credit history as you repay. NetCredit, a more personal loan.
Your pipes need to loosen up. Your furnace needs to chill out. No more Freon for your AC. You don't need a working ceiling fan. Nothing can stop me from causing problems in your home. Oh no, the homeowner's called Action Man and his action team.
That's right, Pesky. Your problems are plunged.
Call on Action Plumbing, Heating, and Electric at iwantactionnow.com.
Your eyes are everything. They're how you see the world and connect with others. At Shopco Optical, your eyes are everything to us too, which is why we offer everything to help you see better and look better. A huge selection of designer frames, convenient locations, and experienced optometrists. We're Shopco Optical. You'll see. Right now, get 50% off lenses with the purchase of any frames.
Whether you have a design emergency or you just want to shop the best furniture showroom in town, you need Dwellings, Madison's best kept secret for design and furniture. Shop our fabulous showroom, Hard Rock Road, Fitchburg.
Hi, folks. Week 2 of our morning show Back to School Supply Drive kicks off in style. Monday, we're hearing from the Boys and Girls Club on what the donations are for. And Tuesday, I'll be on Monona Bay filling my canoe with supplies with CEO Michael Johnson. Join us next week.
You're watching watching News 3 Now at 10.
New York Governor Andrew Cuomo now facing a criminal complaint. An attorney for a staffer filed the complaint today alleging sexual misconduct. The woman's name hasn't been released, but she is one of the 11 women who accused Governor Cuomo of sexually harassing them in the state attorney general's report. According to that report, she told investigators Governor Cuomo inappropriately touched her during hugs and photos. The governor denied touching any women in his testimony. Meanwhile, Cuomo's attorneys are taking issue with the AG's report. They say it wasn't trying to find the truth and left out some very important facts.
I'm a former federal prosecutor, and I know the difference between putting a case together against a target versus doing independent fact-finding with an open mind. And there has been no open-minded fact-finding in this case.
The attorneys say Governor Cuomo and his office will submit a formal reply to the report's findings by next Friday. Governor Cuomo facing calls to resign from New York's U.S. senators as well as President Biden. The leader of Wisconsin's disaster response efforts now running for U.S. Senate. Dr. Darrell Williams announcing his run in a video this morning. Governor Evers tapped Williams as emergency management administrator back in 2019. He had previously served as interim school superintendent in Beloit. Dr. Williams joining a crowded field of Democrats looking to unseat Republican incumbent Senator Ron Johnson. Senator Johnson has not yet said if he plans on running for a third term. Apple is testing a new system that searches iPhones and iCloud photos for illegal images. The software will try to match photos from devices to those in a database from the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. If enough photos are flagged, an Apple review team will disable the user's account and alert authorities. Apple says the system won't scan personal photos and only searches for images that match those in the child abuse database. A new Yelp feature will let you search by places that require proof of vaccination. The new tool lets businesses also list if all of its workers are fully vaccinated. Yelp users can then filter their searches for businesses by those attributes. Yelp says it'll protect businesses from reviews primarily criticizing the safety measures that they enforce. Well, if you're planning on baking, the CDC is looking into an outbreak of E. coli linked to cake mix. Officials say 16 people have been infected with E. coli across 12 states. 7 of them have been hospitalized. Investigators believe they all got sick from the same food, cake batter. The FDA trying to pinpoint the common brands and production facilities by looking at purchase records. A 3-week-old wildfire tearing through Northern California is now the largest in the country, exploding overnight by 110 square miles. It's called the Dixie Fire. Already it has destroyed 2 small towns, and as CBS News' Jonathan Vigliotti shows us, it's showing no signs of letting up.
In less than 24 hours, the Dixie Fire has wiped 2 Northern California towns off the map.
All our beautiful views and everything are gone.
Thursday night, it incinerated the town of Canyon Dam. 24 hours earlier, it reduced the Gold Rush era town of Greenville to ashes.
I'm a lifelong resident of Greenville. My heart is crushed by what has occurred there.
This woman decided not to evacuate in nearby Westwood.
I mean, you have to live with the fact that there's going to be wildfires. There's always going to be wildfires.
So far, crews have been able to save the town of Chester, but the threat remains as wind-driven flames continue their relentless rampage through national forest land and small communities.
We're seeing truly frightening fire behavior. We really are in uncharted territory.
The fire's cause is under investigation, but Pacific Gas and Electric says a tree fell on one of its utility poles and could have sparked the fire. To the south, the river fire near the Nevada border has destroyed or damaged more than 100 structures.
Well, it was a cross between Apocalypse Now and Wizard of Oz. There was propane tanks blowing up left and right.
Eric Gibbs saved his home by fighting the flames with 2,000 gallons of water he stored on his property.
I just kept running back up to my tank and filling this reservoir thing up and running around and putting out spot fires.
Fire crews are hoping to catch a break. Forecasters say the weather is turning cooler and humidity is rising. Jonathan Vigliotti, CBS News, Westwood, California.
And that Dixie fire, about 35% contained, but fire officials expect it to keep growing. Right now, there are at least 100 large wildfires burning in 14 states, mostly in the West. Gary keeping a close eye on those fires out west, but also on what's happening right now in Dane County. Gary?
Yeah, things have been heating up in terms of strong to severe thunderstorms. The severe thunderstorm warning for central and southeastern Dane County was allowed to expire at 10:15, but still some pretty strong thunderstorms from right around Verona Road and the Beltline to the south and east through Fitchburg down into Oregon, and then some stronger storms just south of Stoughton. These are drifting very slowly to the south, about maybe 5 to 10 miles per hour at most. So they're probably dumping some heavy rain and maybe even producing a little bit of small hail. But you can see the 12-hour precipitation estimates from these storms already over southeastern Dane County, maybe as much as 2.5 to 3 inches of rain from about maybe Oregon over towards Stoughton, and then some very heavy rains in parts of northeastern Rock County, southern portions of Jefferson County, and then earlier this afternoon up in the northern portions of Dodge County around Beaver Dam. But west of Madison, not a drop of rain has fallen, and you can see just how limited this strong thunderstorm is. This is going to be the pattern that we see this weekend. You'll see clusters of strong to occasionally severe thunderstorms, and many areas not seeing any rain at all. So this is not going to be a complete washout, and don't be surprised if you miss out on some of the storms altogether. But a wider radar perspective shows things pretty quiet here. Storms are starting to fire up just off the map out to the west, and in fact, severe thunderstorm watch has been issued for parts of South Dakota until 4 a.m. That area will start moving eastward overnight. The storms will weaken as they reach southern Wisconsin, but probably will flare up again tomorrow afternoon. Storm Prediction Center has a slight risk or a level 2 risk of severe thunderstorms from Toma and La Crosse westward for a few severe thunderstorms, isolated severe thunderstorms over the rest of southern Wisconsin when the marginal risk area. Now, the high wind probability is highest just out to the west of our viewing area into much of southern Minnesota and northwestern Iowa. Hail threat, again, higher out there. Just a chance for an isolated strong to severe thunderstorm with high winds and hail here. But also the tornado probability, not zero. I mean, it's very low, about a 2% chance of a tornado over this area of about a county. So we have to just keep an eye out for that. On Sunday, we have a marginal risk of severe thunderstorms, but this may end up being the more widespread thunderstorm day, depending on what happens with the storms tomorrow. So again, we're going to have to keep a very close eye. We have alert days in the forecast for both tomorrow and for Sunday. High tomorrow, 82. Some chances for showers and thunderstorms. Much of the day it won't be raining, and you can see this on Future Track. Thunderstorms moving out tonight, then probably arriving tomorrow morning from the activity out west, dying down tomorrow afternoon, and then popping up again tomorrow night in spots, and then same thing on Sunday. Most of the time it won't be raining, but when it rains, it could rain hard, and there could be the potential for severe weather. Some areas could see anywhere from 1 to 2 inches or more of rain. Other areas maybe less than 1/4 of an inch of rain. 7 to 10 day forecast. There are the alert days in the forecast for Saturday and Sunday morning, and then you can see after that thunderstorm chances at least through Wednesday. We break the humidity on Thursday, which is a slight chance for thunderstorms, and after that, the end of next week and into the weekend actually looks dry and relatively comfortable with highs in the lower 80s.
All right, Gary, thank you very much. We're taking you to Milwaukee next. Two of the best in the National League go head-to-head. We'll tell you about some late heroics that just happened in Milwaukee. Stay with us.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Bring the fam to Red Robin for the joy of free refills of crispy bottomless fries. Or enjoy Red Robin to go after a long day of going bottomless at home.
Red Robin. Yum. If you can afford to launch yourself into space, you can pay your fair share in taxes. But billionaires and big corporations have avoided paying taxes for years. President Joe Biden's plan makes the rich pay their fair share so we can cut taxes for families with children and create millions of good jobs. Tell Senator Ron Johnson to stop putting billionaires ahead of the middle class. If you can afford to joyride in space, you can pay your fair share.
Here at TSR, we transform old, cracked concrete floors into beautiful, tough floors in just one day. Hi, I'm Joey with TSR Concrete Coatings, and here at TSR, we don't just simply coat over your old concrete. We grind it down, repair it, apply the base coat and chip, and then seal it with our own proprietary sealant that will never chip or peel. All of our coatings are covered by our exclusive lifetime warranty, so you can rest assured that your beautiful new floor will last. Our awesome team is here to answer all of your questions before and after the installation. And right now, we are offering 15% off your new floor coating until the end of the year. Visit the website or call that number below for your new floor today.
TSR, one day floor.
Call 1-800-886-8411.
You protected our rights, preserved our freedom. You may have even risked your life for us. Now, it's our turn to fight for you. Your local Wisconsin emergency, energy, and housing assistance providers and the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund reward the service of our veterans with rental and energy support in their time of crisis. Apply today to get the fresh start you've earned.
Mom's gonna kill us.
Gorilla Super Glues. Of course.
Gorilla has a fix for every project. Original brush and nozzle and ultra-controlled gel for the toughest jobs on planet Earth.
We were gonna stuff Reese's cups with feathers, and then we were like, wait a minute, pretzels. Yeah, pretzels would be way better. Reese's, now stuffed with pretzels.
If free refills of bottomless fries at Red Robin sound good to you, just wait till you taste them.
Red Robin. Yum.
The top two teams not only in the National League, but in the majors going at it tonight in Milwaukee with San Francisco in town for a 3-game series. The Giants have the best record in all of baseball. Brew Crew right behind them, and the Beermen got on the board first. No score in the second, and Avi Garcia just reaches out and pokes one and just gets it over the wall for a solo shot to put the Brewers up 1-0. Now the Giants were tied up, still tied in the 10th until... well, the video did not get overridden, but Rowdy Tellez rips it down the line for a walk-off winner. Brewers just won for Craig Counsell's 500th win as the manager, 2-1 your final in 10 innings. You could describe last season for Graham Mertz as a roller coaster. A lot of ups, but also a lot of downs for the Kansas Cannons. So the word of the offseason for Mertz, consistency. Wisconsin's QB1 can't have another up-and-down year if the Badgers want to compete in the Big Ten, and he knows it, which is why all spring, all summer, and now as they start fall camp, playing consistent has been the focus for Mertz, so he can take that next step.
It's important to him. He wants to be coached. He wants to kind of, have a high bar, and it's our job to help him do that.
For us to play our best ball, it's when we're all playing together and playing consistent. So Coach Chris hit a nail on the head on that one. And for us to play Wisconsin football, smart, tough, dependable, it has to be consistent in those 3 areas. And we're planning on that.
2019 was the last time Madison East football was able to put a team out on the field, and that season the Pergolders went 3-6. But now they're back and looking to make some noise. The motto this year on the east side is 110 all the time, and that's what they've been giving because the Pergolders have some big goals this season. Not only win, but reach the playoffs, something East hasn't done since 2015.
A goal of mine, overall, the teams too, is to change the way people look at our program. We're just going to win this year. We're going to represent the East Side well, how it should have always been represented.
We've never had a above 500 record as our seniors here, so that's just one thing that we want to maintain or want to get to, and then go further than just the 9 games. We want to get to the playoffs.
And what a night it was for Charles Woodson. This weekend, the former Packer officially enters the NFL Hall of Fame with the class of 2021. Sunday, he'll have his enshrinement ceremony, but tonight, number 21 put on the gold jacket for the first time. Perfect fit for the 2010 Super Bowl champ. We're back after this.
Oh, baby, I have sinned.
you think?
I love it.
Looks like they finally got rid of that trip hazard. They pump it full of mud?
It ain't mud, Jack.
Where are the patched holes? Where's the splashed mud?
It ain't mud, Jack.
Concrete lifting technologies can quickly raise and level any concrete surface using cutting-edge foam technology made in Wisconsin. Fast and accurate and eco-friendly.
How did those guys do it? Where are the holes? Where's the mud?
It ain't mud, Jack.
.com.
Hello, I'm Mike Lindell, inventor of MyPillow. Thanks to your support, you've helped make MyPillow become one of the fastest growing companies in America. Over the last 12 years, you've helped MyPillow create thousands of jobs right here in the USA. Every MyPillow is made with passion here in my home state of Minnesota to ensure you get the best sleep of your life.
One of the things that I really like about MyPillow is the support. It gives my neck a little hug.
I've never slept better in my life. What's better than a great night's sleep?
Call or go online to take advantage of my best offer ever. For a limited time, when you use your promo code, you can get premium MyPillows regularly $69.98, now only $29.98. That's right, only $29.98. That's the lowest price ever. I tried every pillow from expensive down pillows that just went flat to fiber-filled pillows that rebound every time you move your head. I even tried those memory foam pillows, and the curve did not match my neck, and it probably won't match yours. That's why I invented MyPillow. My patented fill adjusts to your exact individual needs and helps keep your neck supported and aligned.
When I got MyPillow, I'm asleep almost immediately. I stay asleep at night and I wake up more well-rested in the morning.
MyPillow has a 10-year warranty. It's machine washable and dryable. And I back them with my 60-day money-back guarantee. Call or go online now to take advantage of my best offer ever. Use the promo code to get queen-size premium MyPillows regularly $69.98 for only $29.98. Get king-size MyPillows for just $5 more. It's the lowest price ever. This is a limited time offer and not available in stores. Don't delay, order now. With our 60-day money-back guarantee, you have nothing to lose. Sleep well, America!
For the best night's sleep in the whole wide world, visit MyPillow.com.
First Warn Weather, certified most accurate forecast.
Well, good news, the strong thunderstorm over Dane County continues to weaken as it continues through the Fitchburg area down toward Oregon. Even the lightning is starting to diminish, so that's a good sign. The storm is starting to weaken, but probably still producing some heavy downpours for at least the next hour or so.
All right, Gary, thank you. Thanks for joining us for News 3 Now at 10. We hope you have a great weekend.